Hello guys, and welcome to the pros and cons of Ice Climbers. In this video, I will be explaining the pros and cons of playing this character from my personal experience. So if you do want to try out this character later on in the future, if you feel like you have interest in him, or if you feel like what you're doing wrong might not be the best option when playing against a certain character, then this video will slightly help with that. I won't be able to answer all needs that people might be having trouble with, but I'll try my best to. So, the first con of playing this character is that you're playing Ice Climbers. You can honestly be playing a better character than Ice Climbers, but you decided to stick with this one because you obviously found something interesting about it, or you played a Brawl, and you played Melee, and you always like Ice Climbers since then. For me, I mained a Mega Man and Shulk when this game first came out, because I was a Smash 4 Mega Man main, and I also did main Shulk at the start of Smash 4. And I enjoyed both of those characters, and both of those characters are very good in this game. But I tried to also fit Ice Climbers in there, and that was just too much. Too many technical characters to handle. So, and it would put like a lot of stress on me, and I would get frustrated and be like, "Oh man, I can't do this, I can't do that," and like putting the time to lab into Ice Climbers and Mega Man and Shulk was just a lot of work. So I had to make a decision and drop two characters and just stick with one. So I made the decision of sticking with Ice Climbers. Which, was a poor decision for me because, I'm a projectile player, but I'm playing Ice Climbers. So one of the pros of this character is that they rack up damage really easy. Hammers, real easy. A fully charged F smash does 35.2 damage. Down B does 35. It does 35.6. So this is actually their strongest, most damaging tool out of their entire kit. Up smash does about. Wait a second, I did 32. Oh yeah, up smash is like their third strongest. Down smash, obviously you can't get both hits, so you're only gonna get one. So it's always gonna be 20%. Down tilt together does 12.6. F tilt does 18. Jab itself does 11. And up tilt does 18 together. And back air does 19. Well, depending if you get like the close range bars. Oh, that time it did 21. Oh, and fair. Fair does 25. So your three most damaging tools are gonna be down B, fully charged up smash, and a fully charged up smash. Those are your most damaging tools in that exact order. Another pro of this character is that if you like technical combos, they have it. They got D6 up the alley. You can corner carry, and oh, I messed that up. But yeah, you can. And the thing about this character is that you can get creative with combos. There's plenty that you can think of. But yeah, they have technical combos that rack up damage. Desync Blizzard does a good amount of damage. See, look at that. Free 100 11% if you land in an actual game. Another pro of this character is upper strings. They're very easy to land. I'd have to say Ice Climbers probably have like one of the most honest hitboxes I've ever seen. because everything is based off the hammer. There's like no jankiness or anything besides up smash. But everything else, like Nair, you can visually see like where the hammer is. That's the actual hitbox of what they have. Like the hammer, nothing else. You want to fix the body, and the body doesn't extend anything. I'd say they have pretty honest hitboxes, so nothing's like out of the ordinary or shouldn't hit. A con of this character is that they're very slow. They don't really have that much aerial drift, except like with like Nair, you can do like you drift back Nair, but like it's like barely anything. Like it's not much. It's not like Lucina run in fair and then be able to drift back. It's barely anything. You got Bear. You can like if you want to poke at someone's shield, you can just do this. One good thing for shield pressure is that I know you can do like Bear into like angle left tilt. I can't get it with my C stick for some reason. So yeah. It's one thing you can do to pressure people's shield is like Bear into angle F tilt. It's also very known for, not known, but it's close to being a shield breaker. But yeah, one of the cons is like just not having any good ground speed or any good aerial drift. So when Nana's getting juggled and you whiff it up there, she's taking more free percent. Another con is that Nana doesn't DI, she takes 1.5 times more damage than you. So something that wouldn't kill you from mid stage that she could die from. And then you're just like, what? So then that's something you just gotta deal with. Another con, Nana is always 6 frames behind you, so when playing against projectile characters, you struggle a lot. You do not shield early because you always get hit first, which sucks. Because the thing about Ice Climb is that you want to keep Nana alive as much as possible because that's what makes you threatening. When you don't have Nana, you're not threatening, and then they're like, oh, free game. And it's just like... And it's just that from there. But yeah, like you want to try to keep Nana alive as much as possible, which is pretty hard in this game, where this game is just built around aggression and things being safe, and you're a bait and punish character, which makes things almost impossible, especially playing this character online. When you play against certain characters online, it's just like, wow, like I could just play like an X character right here and not have to deal with all this dumb bullshit of Luigi being able to just press shit on my shield, or being pressured by a sword character, or just having to deal with a whole bunch of dumb projectiles and have Nana get hit by everything. But you play this character because you enjoy it and you want to make it work, and that's the same reason why I play this character, so you just gotta deal with it. And just try to learn to work around it, or have an extra character to deal with this annoying magic that you just don't feel like dealing with. Which is what I do. My secondary is Toon Link, but at the same time I do play other characters. I can actually play other characters too, like a good amount of it. I can play Pichu, Wolf, Snake, Lucas, and Cineroar, Richter, Mario, a little bit of Fox, a little bit of Falco, Pokemon Trainer, Young Link. Almost any character that I enjoy playing, I can play them. If it's a character I'm unfamiliar with and don't play at all, I don't know how to play them. But it's always good to, like, you know, if you solo main them and you do well, hey, that's good on you, but not everybody can solo main them and just do alright. That's why Big D, you know, plays King D and also has Ice Climbers, because if you just solo main Ice Climbers, that wouldn't work. Um, so one thing you want to do when picking up this character, which is a pro and a con, is like, you know, when you play the character for the first time, you want to learn how they work, learn how the moves are, and learn how to play neutral from. You don't want to start out with D6 because then you don't know how to play neutral afterwards. That's kind of what I did. When I first started playing them, I started learning D6, so learning neutral for me was a little bit hard, and I struggled a lot. But then, as time came along, I learned how to play neutral, and I do mostly well majority of the time. When I feel like I'm not getting cheesed or the playing gets a top hit, it just invalidates them. So you really want to learn neutral with them when you first play this character, because if not, then you get it's just kind of a wrap for you afterwards. Another con about this character, there's like a lot of cons about this character. There's not really much pros because, I mean, they just have hammers. They don't have much speed. Like, the best I can do is just tell you how to play the character just a little bit correctly, and that's it. And then just tell you the bad things about the character and their flaws and whatnot. One other flaws, which is a con, is their recovery. It's good, but at the same time, it's very exploitable. You can gimp them very easy. As soon as Nana grabs a ledge, you can fall down and just do a nair of any character and hit Popo, and then they're dead if they use their jump. Because as soon as she grabs the ledge, you can just fall down in there and then clip Popo. I actually have no idea what happened there. But yeah, very exploitable recovery. When they side B, like, see, the pro about this is that this is like one of your main gap closers. It's a free 20% if you get all of it. Free 20. But the thing about it is that this move can literally lose to anything else. Like, you can throw out like, they can start it up and you can just throw out a fucking bear and you'll beat the move out. And the crappy thing about this is that if they're recovering with it, if you just tap them, the other climber will automatically go into free fall. Another one will just die. And you cannot snap to ledge with this thing at all. In order for you to get to ledge with it, you have to completely finish the move and like that. But as you can see, I bounced off the wall and didn't make it back. And I don't even really snap. I just hover because of this. So that's the crappy part about the character. That makes it not so great. A very exploited recovery, because there's been plenty of times where like I have a 2-stock lead and then they just get me off stage and then I die and I'm like, oh man, that was a great fun experience. I'm glad I got to experience that. And I'm being very sarcastic and being salty, of course, because in this game it's just like everything can be going well and you kind of low-key get cheated. You just kind of get cheesed. It's like not even getting outplayed. Like, sometimes it's just like dumb shit. You're just like, wow, this was a great experience. Another one of the cons is that since there's a lot of characters in this game, there's a lot of unfamiliar matchups you don't know. I can guarantee for a fact that, like, there's like too many matchups in this game to know with Ice Climbers, especially since they weren't in Smash 4, so they weren't able to experience the newcomers that were able to. So like Corrin, Cloud, Ryu, Bowser Jr., Shulk, Robin, Palutena, Greninja. Who else? I mean, yeah, basically all the newcomers, really. They weren't able to learn those matches. Villager, Rosalina, Little Mac, Dark Pit, even though it's the same as Pit. There's just, and then like for them being absent for like a good like 6 years maybe at best. There's just like a lot of matchups. Oh, and Duck Hunt and Wii Fit too.
but there's just like a lot of unfamiliar matchups, and then with them like not being the same like how they were in Brawl and Melee, it just shows that they're like really weak and can be camped out easily since they don't have any speed at all whatsoever, and they suck against projectiles since Nana's always 6 frames behind. And I can tell you so this is what I think their worst matchups are. I'll probably make a matchup tier list later on during the time but I feel like one of their worst matchups, now Snake is a bad matchup, but it's doable. Same thing with Lucina and Ike. And Pokemon Trainer, that matchup's not really hard. Inkling, I feel like it can go either way, but at the same time, it also depends on the Inkling player. Because both of these characters are whiff and punish characters, but Inkling's the better whiff and punish character that just has a hard time killing. Ice Climbers are a whiff and punish character, but just have a hard time getting in because they don't have any good movement options or anything. It's just like play footsies and shield, that's it really. No good aerial drift or anything. Wolf was a bad matchup. The matchup with Joker, I feel like it's in his favor, because I mean, like, every time I play against a Joker, I low-key feel like they're just pressing buttons, because like they'll just be hitting my shield like non-stop without like thinking, and it's just kind of annoying. Another bad matchup is Shulk, depending if the Shulk knows how to use Buster and Smash properly. Robin's actually a bad matchup a lot. Like, a good Robin is just constantly throwing L Thunder and Arc Fire, and like if you just hold your shield, like you want to stay grounded with Ice Climbers, but if you just like hold your shield and try to roll, you get hit by like everything. So like you have to wait for it to be over, but then like after Arc Fire or like L Thunder, they just like run up and smash attack your shield, and it's small and you don't want it to break, so then you let go and then you get hit by the lingering hitbox 11 sword. So it's just like I don't know. And like basically like almost any projectile character. Mega Man is very frustrating. Young Link is, Toon Link. Pichu's a crappy matchup for them. Fox, hard matchup. Zelda, definitely hard matchup because Phantom just gives them like full stage control, and there's like nothing you can really do about it. Because like your ice block does nothing, because it's a crappy projectile. The Peach Daisy matchup is hard, but it's doable at times. But then, like, Nana gets ferret off stage, like, 3 times. Any Swordy is a hard matchup. Roy, Chrom, because, like, they can just, like, poke at your shield. And then if you try to challenge anything they do, they can just F-smash, because most Roys I fucking play against, I feel like they're pressing buttons, because, like, they just be F-smashing out of nowhere. Like, it don't even be a read. Like, they just be doing it. Like, I can tell the difference when, like, playing against a good Chrom and Roy. Lucas is a hard matchup because Lucas just kind of runs away and PK fires. Ness is a hard matchup because he has good disjoints and PK fire also, and Yo-Yo. They can literally just Yo-Yo at the ledge, and Nana can get on the ledge fine, but then like you don't have invincibility, so then like you're just kind of just sitting there getting hit by the Yo-Yo, so then like you need to air dodge up and hopefully not get hit by and hopefully not die by the Yo-Yo. I experienced most of the matchups in this game. Link is definitely a hard matchup. DK is like even, but at the same time his arms are like sword. Mario's even if the person just isn't pressing buttons and you're patient enough. Ridley's kind of like a sword character because like his tail just has a better hitbox. The Belmonts are a very hard matchup for him if they're even. Whether they're playing good or if they're just playing Oonga Boonga. Incineroar is like kinda like it's kinda even, but then at the same time, Incineroar's side B has armor and it hits both of them. If he clotheslines one of them, the other one's next to him, it hits them for some reason. I don't know why, that's a mechanic. It's actually the same with all the command grabs in this game. It's like they get hurt by the extra impact of it, which I don't know why like Nana would get hurt by Ganon's, especially if it's just like, just for one, but if Nana's near it, it gets hit by like the aftershock of it, which is stupid. The Mii's are a hard matchup. These two, it give Ice Climbers so much trouble. This one is like the least hardest, but they're a fast faller, so like it's Corrin, it's doable. Like Corrin can like actually kill Ice Climbers like off the top of the screen because they're middleweight, but you die to things like so early, you don't feel like a middleweight character. That's the thing. I feel like the game just lies to me saying that I'm a middleweight. There was one time I played against a Marth and I got tippered F smash on the left side of Unival all the way to the right side, and Nana didn't die, but I died, and I was holding towards the left to the bottom right corner. Like, I wasn't just holding left, I was holding like diagonally left down here for my DI, and I still died, but Nana didn't die, and I was just like, that actually makes no sense at all whatsoever. Isabel can be a hard matchup, same thing with Villager, because they have their fair, but we're also a short character. The rats give them a hard time. Kirby is even somewhat. Off stage, Kirby can just fucking poop on us, but on stage, like, Kirby has a hard, even though Kirby has good tilts, if we're patient enough, as he pokes at her shield, we can just parry and punish. Like I said, any projectile character kind of just poops on this, so like the Samuses give them a hard time. They're a hard matchup. I feel like regular Samus is more active and not as projectile spammy as Dark Samus. Because I don't know, I guess like most Samus players from Smash 4, because you know, dash attack up there is a thing. I know Dark Samus can do that, but I don't know. When I play against Dark Samus, they usually just roll and shoot missiles and dash attack and then, you know, grab forward air. And it's kind of like the same thing with regular Samus, but they're kind of like more active. They're like more moving around instead of just being campy. I haven't played against really any Sheiks as Ice Climbers. Bowser is a hard, heavy matchup, just because of Tough Guy, and they can get out of Blizzard easy. Ganondorf is like, I feel like this matchup is like 50-50. Like, we can like fucking shit on him, but then at the same time, he can kill Xana. He can kill Nana in like one fucking hit if we're at like 20%. If we just like misspace one move. The pits, they have a disjoint that's, the matchup is doable. Meta Knight, I've played against a few. I don't really enjoy it because, like, I feel like they're just pressing buttons, dude. It's like, when I look at what they're doing, it just seems like, oh hey, there's an extra climber I can hit, so I get to press more buttons. The Game & Watch matchup isn't Game & Watch's favorite because, like, you can't tell what he's gonna do, and like everything just comes out in like a frame. And like, when I mean like a frame is like when he runs up to you, you can't tell if he's gonna like just like run up Nair or run up Fair or run up Raw Bear. Like when he does that move, it just instantly pops up. So it's just like, it's kind of confusing to tell what he's gonna do. And like online Game & Watch down smash, it's like a godly move. Pac-Man, depending on the Pac-Man plays, it's iffy. I played against at least like 3 Bowser Juniors. 2 of them were good, 1 was bad. I played against a good Duck Hunt. That matchup was frustrating. I played against a good Ken Ryu. Those matchups are doable, but at the same time, like, I don't really like playing against Ken as like any character, because like usually when like someone like whiffs some moves in front of me, I like want to roll behind him to punish him or jump over them and do a bear. But since Ken and Ryu automatically turn around, it makes it harder to punish. So then I'm just like, ah, man. So sometimes I have trouble with them. Bayonetta, that matchup's not really hard. I used to think it was kind of doo-doo when I played against a friend, but played against a friend, but then after someone explaining me like the flaws Bayonetta had, I was like, oh, it's actually not that bad. And like, I don't really play against any because nobody plays that character. Cloud is iffy because it's a sword character in general. Zero Suit, I feel like it's doable, but at the same time they can just like run away from you and like down B and camp you out. But that's like any top tier. Wolf does a lot of damage to you in general and can just camp you out and shoot lasers when you try to approach, so that just makes it hard in general. DDD, depending how the DDD plays, like, they can camp you out, like they can play really defensive and just force you to approach. They can just jump and just throw Gordos and you have to approach, and then like they make you with a move and they fall down and punish you. It's like that. It's basically camping, really. Like, it's just, there's like a lot of matchups in this game where like it's very hard for them, but it's doable. But at the same time, it's like, it's very frustrating and like you don't really want to deal with it, but you need to learn the matchup. The Rob matchup, I don't really know how that one is. I joined the Rob Discord to play some, but I haven't played any at all yet.
But yeah, I experienced like most of the matchups in this game. And Mario, like Dr. Mario, it's like the same thing, but Docs will use down B more and they hit harder, so they'll kill earlier than regular Mario. Luigi, I've played against one good Luigi. He hasn't really played against ice climbers, but he knew what to do. He knew what to do like once separated. He didn't, because most people, when they don't know how to play against ice climbers and when they separate me and Nana, they just kind of go for me and not Nana at all. Usually the people that know how to play the matchup, they go and try to kill Nana. And that's exactly what he did like once he separated. But he was still unfamiliar with the matchup, but I usually don't like playing against Luigi's that much online, at least, because like I said earlier, when people play against ice climbers, they press buttons a lot. And like when you want to challenge something, you just get beaten out because they don't stop pressing buttons. And Luigi is definitely one of those characters. They'll match down B, they'll spam grab on you, they'll do dash attack like 10 million times, or like after like a whiffed attack, they'll either roll or they'll just like spam jab, and it's just like, I want to punish something, but you can't. So then you have to roll away and back up and wait for them to approach. And it's just like, and sometimes even when they get in combo, they'll mash the hell out of down B, and you're just like, why? Like why? Like you think in your head is like they'll pick like a good option to like try to get out of the situation. No, they just press buttons. You're like, why would somebody do this? And it's just like, yeah. So like I feel like this character has more cons than pros, but I feel like once you start getting the hang of the character, like you'll start noticing the pros of the character. Like, you know, once you start get the hang in neutral, you can try to apply desyncs into your gameplay and see how you do. And then once you start applying desyncs into your gameplay after getting the hang of neutral, you'll see that the character isn't too bad. But once you play against someone that knows the matchup very, very well, it gets frustrating. And then it's like you want to drop the character, but then you don't because you know you've played against people around your caliber or better, and like you've done all right. Like the Snake matchup, like I used to complain about a lot, but then like after going to collision and play against a good Snake and actually it was last stock last hit, he actually really wasn't sure what much to do. But the only reason why I died was because I rolled on stage and he up tilted me and I died. He was shook and then he switched to me sword fighter right afterwards. But like if you know what you're doing, like the matchups aren't too hard. They're not too hard, but they still are difficult. And you still have to work 10 times harder than your other opponent. You have to play so much more careful than they do. And like, you know, you kind of feel like it's unfair because like they can press as many buttons as they want and then whiff a move and then still be able to get out of the situation by pressing another button, but then you can't and you have to deal with it. And that's just the life of this character, which sucks a lot. I feel that all the time. Like I get so frustrated about it, but then you have to deal with it. You have to play this character so much differently from like any other character that's in base. And you just have to deal with it. And that's just the life of like a ice climbing player. There are times where like you have games where like last stock, last hit, and then it's just like, and then there's times where like it's not, you get like 2 stock because you literally, you misspace one move and that like automatically puts you in disadvantage for like the rest of the match. You didn't like you try your best to play carefully, and then they just either outspace you or they just have a better characters and better areas. Like Peach, for instance, I have a friend that's very good at Peach, and Peach can like bait with like so many things, and his full canceling is on point because he's been playing the character for a very long time since Brawl. Just like I said, Sora's been playing Peach since Brawl. And his full cancels are very good, and there's so many times where like, oh yeah, I see him going for a fair, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna run away, and then he fakes out the fair when I go in, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna bear, and then he just comes out with another fair, and then I die, and I'm like, I wish I could do that, but I can't.
Sweet.
Because Peach just has movement other characters don't have. Which sucks. But you just have to accept it. it's one of the cons of this character. But the more you get better in neutral, and the more like you can apply desyncs in game without putting yourself in too much disadvantage, then like you start seeing more pros of the character. And then it's not as bad as it is until like you play against certain top tiers that just kind of invalidate the character, and you're just like like Payu, for instance. There's been plenty of times where I played against a Payu, and it's just like I can't really deal with it because one, because of matchup and experience, and two, it's just that she can just kind of just like nair, and like when you want to air dodge, it's just like to get out of things, it doesn't work. And then the explosive flame, it lingers also, so then you still get hit by it, and it's just like it just feels like when you play against Pi, you're in constant disadvantage, and it's annoying. And it's the same thing with other characters, like in this match with Mega Man, for instance. This matchup I was getting very frustrated, and the guy I was talking to in the Discord call, he was like, I decided to be in down B, or as Congress was doing the move, and I'm just like, it's not my main move for neutral, so I mean, I don't know why you're complaining. You're literally like throwing every projectile in my face. It was just like, why are you complaining when you literally do the same thing I do, but like even worse? Just because you take a shit ton of damage from it, I mean, like, my AI is taking like 10 times more damage than I am, so like when I get hit by shit, so is she, but like it's even worse. So then like when I'm getting hit by everything, I'm like I'd rather take the damage than Nana not take the damage, but she's probably like already like 130% by now. And I had to parry those to get out of that situation because I didn't want Nana to get up there. Because like she'll definitely die from one up there, and it's annoying. And then the guy in the call was being a little bit toxic afterwards, after you get a kill with teabag and taunt every now and then. And I was just like, alright, whatever. So then I was just quiet the rest of the time and just focused and won the game. But it's still, but nonetheless, the matchup is still frustrating regardless. Like, look, she died. I'm only at 117. If I got hit by one of those up here, I wouldn't have died, but still. And then afterwards, I just kept side being, and I waited, up smash. Like the Mega Man matchup is very frustrating. The Mega Man knows what they're doing. He's a good Mega Man player, nonetheless. It's just that, like, when he's being toxic in the call, I was just telling him. I was just like, okay. And I also have a clip of me fighting Cosmos. Some Ice Climbers think that the Inkling matchup is like in our favor, but then there are times where like I honestly think it depends on the Inkling player because they're both with punish characters, and like I said earlier, they're the better with punish character. And I'll put that clip in game. I mean, not in game, but in the video to show you guys and see how it went. And then afterwards, after the clip, I'll end the video. But yeah, this character just, like, there's not many pros of this character because they don't have a very complex neutral, but then there's a lot of cons too when it comes to other characters. And then stages too. FD is one of their best stages. They suck on platforms. The Nana platform glitch is still in the game. So if she's on the platform, she'll still just like dance around, just stand there and do nothing. I don't know if they're ever gonna take that out. It's kind of annoying sometimes. There are literally times where I play on Kalos and she gets on another platform and the other person just runs up and kills her, and I'm just like, that's cool. That's great. Nice. But yeah, I feel like this character has like more cons, but like once you get the hang of it, like the cons aren't as bad, and like you know what you're doing, and you know why you got hit, and you know why you're losing the matchup, because either you played it poorly, or just because the other player played it better, or just because you got cheesed because of what happened with the AI and the platform, or just because the character just isn't that great and the character is just okay. So like, it's almost neutral, but not entirely. But yeah. That'll be it to be talking. The rest of the video will be the me playing as Cosmos. It's pretty short, and then afterwards that's the end of the video. But this is my experience of the pros and cons of Ice Climbers, to be honest. But if you think that there's more pros to it, then that's fine. But this is just from my personal experience, especially from being a projectile character player to this. So I just honestly feel like the character has more cons than pros. But like, once you get the hang of the character, the cons, they're still there, but they're just not as bad, and you understand the cons more than anything than the pros. Like you notice the pros when you're playing though, and you're just like, okay, alright, well, this is the pros of this character. They do a lot of damage, they have cool technical combos, and they can secure kills if played correctly, and yada yada. But then you notice the cons of playing against other good characters in the game that are just much better than them. But they can win against them, but you just have to work 10 times harder. That's really it. But yeah, thanks for tuning into the video, and I hope you did enjoy it.
This is a weird matchup. Ugh! Ugh! Damn it. Come on. Got him. Shit, no, he's trying to hit me. 44% tap and walk. You didn't make it. That's so easy. You really don't need to jump over those ice blocks. You can roll her straight. Really?